baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
15 fucking years. 15 years I've waited. The New York Yankees to get to the World Series. And this. 15 long years. I haven't slept. Look at my face. And you find it funny? You want to make jokes about fucking LA? Bunch of fucking pricks. No real fans. Fuck you, LA. Fuck you and your stupid lowriders. That's how I want to start this show. Shut up, Jimmy. Shut up! Fuck! All right, now I got that out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. You are here for I Like It Raw, your WWE Monday Night Raw review show. And who am I? Who gives a fuck? I'm a very, very angry and sad Yankees fan. Fucking Knicks lost yesterday. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? And then I had to watch this show. I'm the reporter of the people. Shut up, Jimmy. Shut up!
I didn't say no. Go continue, please.
I'm the reporter of the people, the fucking pundit of the people. I'm the pundit of the people, the man on the planet. Big Ray here to stay to talk some Lucha Libre, which is your Spanish lesson for wrestling today. And I'm here with my brother from down under, Jimmy. Yeah, good day.
Good day, Ray. How you feeling, man? Is everything all right?
I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of losing. Fuck, I feel like a Mets fan.
Wait, is it over? Is it officially over? It's not over yet, is it?
Listen, you sacrilegious son of a bitch.
I mean, I'm just
the
saying.
Yankees are down 3-0. You know how many teams have come back from 3-0 in Major League Baseball? One! It was the Red Sox against us.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
In 2004.
Man, you never know, bro. Have some faith. Don't be so negative. You never know. All it takes is just to get another win, just one more win. Then you never know, bro. You never know. It's not done yet. Go Yankees for now. You happy? See, watch. They'll win. They will win the next game. You'll see.
Did you see the Fat Joe performance before the World Series game started?
No, I didn't, but I heard about it. Well, what happened?
Bro, let me tell you something. That was the fucking worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Really? Well, let's be real, dude. How old is the guy now?
Doesn't fucking matter. Did you not see fucking Ice Cube just ripping it up?
True. That's
true. Down, when I come to your town, motherfuckers.
That's true.
Fuck you,
I'll
Yankees.
You
He's like, suck my Yankees, yeah. And this fat Joe's like, lean back. Lean back.
Oh, no, he didn't play
so bad.
Lean back for real.
Fucking bad. Yeah. I mean,
that's like fucking 20 years ago, bro.
I don't know what he was doing, bro. So embarrassing. Stupid, ugly beard.
Joey Crack,
not even
man.
Fat anymore.
Yeah, but he looks weird, bro. Let's be real. He actually kind of looks weird. Man, have you seen Big Pun when he was skinny?
Very handsome. But
dude, I couldn't believe it.
You know what? Not a lot of Puerto Ricans are gonna say this. Fuck Big Pun. Fuck that fat piece of shit, that fucking wife beater. Man. He's a wife beater.
What? Oh, okay. Well, that's different, bro. I didn't know that.
And this fat fuck co-signed on him. Anyway, you know what? Let me stop. This is a pro wrestling podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We will be reviewing Monday Night Raw today. We'll also be breaking down the latest news and rumors, and then we'll give you a quick rundown of what we think is going to happen during Crown Jewel. How's that work?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's only fair. God, I really can't stand Dodger fans. They're just...
Yeah, they're cocky, bro.
They're cocky like shit, you mean?
No, cocky is in... Yeah, well... I mean, they're cocky. They love bragging. But look, let's be real. It's New York against LA, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, at least our tits here are real.
Hey, there you go. It's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for pro wrestling news. We're back. Pro wrestling news. Excuse me, guys. A couple of news and rumors of the day. I'm literally just waking up. And what do we have here? Well, there's a rumor that's going around that says that WWE declined a request to let AJ Styles be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame this year. Fightful was reporting that, and TNA sources believe that WWE's decision was based on AJ Styles' current injury situation and or the future storylines for the WWE. So I wonder what that's about. What do you think? What do you think there, Jimmy? AJ Styles allegedly not being allowed. What do you got?
Well, funny you bring that up because as before we started the show, I was just scrolling through Twitter, and AJ came out with a statement saying that it wasn't WWE that stopped him from doing the TNA Hall of Fame. It was actually himself that said he wasn't going to do it. Yeah, because
so Fightful was wrong.
Fightful, yeah, surprise, Fightful was wrong. As a matter of fact, he said,
surprise.
As long as he's an active wrestler, right, and he still considers himself an active wrestler, he ain't going in no Hall of Fame. So till he retired, he'll consider going into the Hall of Fame.
So he just he's decided not to go to the Hall of Fame because he doesn't want to go in as an active wrestler. That's what we got, right?
That's right. That's what we got.
That's not bad. I respect that. How do you feel about that?
So
do you think
there's that? No, I'm cool. I agree with you, man. I mean, think about it. If you were a professional athlete of whatever, right, and you're still active and you're very active, in your mind, even though AJ's on the bench right now, like hurt and stuff. But if you were offered to go into a Hall of Fame, even a previous team, just say, I know it doesn't happen in pro sports technically until after the fact, but just say hypothetically there was that, and you're an active player, would you go into the Hall of Fame, say?
Probably not.
That's what I'm saying, man, because it kind of says, what, I'm finished? Do you think I'm finished? I ain't finished. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can understand where he's coming from. Whether that's true or not is another story, though. Yes, he said that. But do you believe him?
I've always been a big fan of AJ Styles. Let me really quickly, guys, I just wanted to run down. Thank you guys for joining us here early this morning on on a Tuesday, and a very sad Tuesday here in New York City, and I guess a fine Tuesday in Melbourne, Australia. I'm not really sure. How is it over there, Jimmy? Everything's good?
Yeah, it's all right, man. I mean, it's kind of it's cool and warm. It's one of those friggin' weeks, man. It's cold, then hot, then cold, and yeah. It's spring here, though, so it happens.
Got it. I just want to say hi real quick. Frank's Pickleborough, Canada Spaceman. I'm going to read your names down really quickly, guys. Cold Blooded is with us. Zane Vicious. Who else is with it? The Professor, Chabalawala Cruz. Let me see. Scott Woodford, the very handsome, very sexy Scott Woodford is here. Mike Martin, what's going on, my friend? Kevin Mahdi. And I'm sure we're going to be joined by quite a few more people as we trickle in. Usually about a half an hour and the rest of the crew joins in. But join us here every single week, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in live, again, hey, listen, we review Raw and we have fun talking about it, and we talk about other shit too. So, all right. So, I think we discussed this story, or maybe we didn't, but regarding Monty Brown. Remember Monty Brown, the Pounds?
Yeah, absolutely, Pounds.
Another name.
Love Monty Brown.
It's another name TNA wanted for this class this year, but Matt Hardy said in his podcast that TNA has a hard time getting a hold of Brown, and he's kind of off the grid, it seems like. That's one of my guys, man, that I really thought was going to be a huge star. We don't have to spend much time on this, Jimmy. I know you're a big fan of Monty Brown and the Pounds.
Loved him, bro.
That's one guy, man, that should definitely be in the TNA Hall of Fame. No?
Well, absolutely, man. And, the thing about Monty Brown, I won't get into this for too long, but the reason why he's off the grid practically and why he's not wrestling anymore is because
family, right?
Because of family. His sister passed away and took on his kids, her kids.
Oh, she died. That's right. That's the reason why he left. Right. Okay.
That's why he retired from professional wrestling, man. And
what a good guy.
Exactly. I've got nothing but respect for men like him, man. When he could have been all the way up the top. Sure, WWE sort of didn't do him well. Marcus Corvon. Remember that? How shocking was that? But man, ultimate respect to Monty Brown. He deserves, not just deserves, but has earned to be in the Hall of Fame. And he was at one stage, no shit, the next big thing, dude. Oh, yes, the brand new indie thing. I saw that, Professor.
Well,
Thank you.
why don't we just talk about that then? It says, Professor here says, WWE announced a brand new indie wrestling development program. What's that about, Jimmy?
Well, like I said, man, I also just woke up not too long ago, but after looking at the Twitter, I'm not sure exactly what this involves. I only read something about some sort of independent wrestling promotion that WWE is going to do. And I could be wrong about that. I need to get into the details a little more and sort of look it up, but I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. But if it is an indie promotion,
right?
Why? If they've got NXT and stuff, I mean, what does this mean? Like, what are they going to do?
I don't know. I mean, maybe they're gonna. Maybe they'll do what they did with Evolve, where they kind of like work with them here and there, send talent over there, like kind of like, when WWE is sending talent somewhere, you think they're doing it just to help the promotion or to develop the promotion, or
no. Fuck no.
what are they doing? They're digging their little fucking gimmicks into the dirt.
Scouting, bro. They're scoping shit out.
They're doing like they used to do back in the days, and they're sifting through the dirt with the water, and they're looking for little gold nuggets. That's what they're doing,
exactly.
man.
For
That's
real,
really
man,
what they're doing.
Definitely.
So,
but in saying that, do you think it monopolizes even independent wrestling too much? Like, I don't want them to take over independent wrestling, if you know what I mean, where WWE absolutely rule the landscape completely. I mean, it reminds me almost like with all the territories back in the day and Vince taking over every single one slowly but surely, right? And then look what we've got now. I just don't want WWE to be doing that on a complete level of back then, you know what I mean? But on the independent scene, no less.
Well, I mean, listen, man. I mean, WWE is the conglomerate. WWE is the NFL of pro wrestling. They are the Major League Baseball of pro wrestling. They are the what's the soccer? What's the biggest World Cup? Euro League. Premier League.
Oh yeah, the Champions League. We'll say the Champions League because that's the thing to win.
Champions League. That's what WWE is, man. And right now, dude, I don't know if in our lifetime we'll ever see. Listen to me. In our lifetime, Jim, maybe in our kids' lifetime or whatever the hell, but I don't think we'll ever see a promotion as big as WWE in our lifetime.
Dude.
They're in a place right now.
WWE will be around for generations to come. Believe me when I say that.
They're in a place where, they can't be beat right now. Doesn't matter what the product looks like. They're making millions and millions of billions of dollars. Real quickly, man. I don't know if you heard about Chris Bay getting injured. A lot of an outpouring of love for TNA star Chris Bay. TNA Wrestling's Chris Bay suffered a nasty injury during TNA Impact tapings this weekend in Detroit, and his peers in the promotion of pro wrestling business have sent him words of encouragement. So, did you know that Chris Bay got hurt? Apparently,
no, I didn't actually. I thought he got hurt maybe at Bound for Glory. Clearly, it wasn't that. So, yeah.
It says here that it says Chris Bay, and this is from WrestleStink.com. It's reported that he suffered a neck injury during his match with the Hardy Boys, and had to later undergo surgery.
Shit.
God bless him,
good,
man. Him and Ace Austin, right? That's his tag team partner. Am I wrong?
Right. They're Bullet Club too, aren't they? So both of them.
I'm not really sure. Why not?
Supposedly anyway. But nevertheless, man, get well soon. I mean, shit, that's bad. If you need a neck surgery, I hope you can recover from it. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, let me just show you real quick. Off of WrestleStink, you got guys like Big E. Big E showing some love, saying sending healing vibes, best wishes to Chris Bay. The Death Machine, Sami Callihan, Chris Bay's beloved member of TNA members, team in the TNA's family, so on and so forth. And there are plenty of other tweets. But send your love out to Chris Bay. God bless him, man. That's scary, a neck injury, Jimmy,
It is scary, man, but unfortunately it comes with the territory in professional wrestling, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is, but hopefully he does get well very soon, man.
Oh, bro. On a brighter note, Matt Schaffer's in the chat. What's going on? Jose Luis Rivera, thanks for joining us. Frank Pickle Barras, thank you for joining us. Zane Vicious, thank you for joining us. Matt Schaffer, I'm gonna actually for the first time in never, we're gonna finally meet in December.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, awesome. And you know where we're going?
Where he's going to, like a date?
Well, kind of. It's gonna be my coworker is gonna come along. My buddy Mario. Billy Ray Valentine. I think the Professor. I think maybe if I'm correct, I think A-Track Brown. Match that we're gonna go see. We're gonna go to MLW.
I mean, you guys always love doing those little excursions to MLWA.
Yeah, they're fun, man. So we're gonna be finally meeting, and then afterwards, we're gonna do we're gonna have like this special time alone. We rented this
Ooh.
room, and I can't really discuss what's gonna happen in there, but I know professor's supposed to be in charge. That's all I know. So anyway,
I wonder what that entails.
Oh, I'm not even gonna read that.
Ooh,
that is weird. That is so weird. Shut up, Matt. Shut up. All right.
It's an orgy in his mouth, bro.
What do we got here? We got some AEW news here. AEW news says here, according to Wrestling Observer Radio, it says AEW's deal with Fox or rumored Shockwave show. There's no like update or status on it. It says and other media writes also that AEW news they filed the trademark for AEW Max Month, AEW I guess Wrestle Max and
Maxi Pads.
I have no idea. Dynamite, dude. Where the AEW is all over the place right now and nowhere at the same time, Jimmy. Have you heard anything about these new deals or anything like that? These ground shaking.
Ground shaking. I have heard apparently the Shockwave show was supposed to be a done deal. Again, not
Shockwave.
To me. Yeah, Shockwave. What a stupid name. What the fuck is a Shockwave, bro? I mean, do they give you a shockwave while they're resting? Is that what happens? Like you die watching this shit?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's a dumb name, bro. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I'm surprised they're not calling it like a atomic bomb, AEW Atomic or some shit. Because, Dynamite, Rampages, and we got Collisions.
Aaron Ben Shlomo's here.
Come on.
He's the king of 2K24. When 2K25 comes out, do you change your name or you just remain the king of 2K24?
Well, that's a good question. You know what? He's not only the king of 2K24, but he's the king of social media too. I love his posts on social media. Keep doing you, Aaron. You crack me up, bro.
That's true. Matt Schaffer says no one has also pointed out that Shockwave is kind of similar to Thunder.
So like Dynamite and Nitro, now we've got Shockwave and Thunder. Hey, I like it. I like it, pal.
Yeah, you like it raw. All right, let me see. It says, what else we got here? It says, on a recent Backstage Pass podcast with the legendary Bill Apter.
Yeah,
absolutely. Friend, my Uncle Bill. Happy birthday again to Bill Apter out there. I mean, it's already last week, but what the hell? The guy's like 150.
Happy birthday, Bill. Wait, when was his birthday? October what?
22nd.
Oh, okay. I thought it was near mine because I was on the 11th. But happy birthday, Bill.
My mother is October 2nd.
Oh, no shit. So she's a little bit too. Shout outs to your mom, man. Absolutely. Mrs. Hernandez.
That's right. But Bill Apter being 156 years old, tomorrow's never promised. So
I know, man. But hey, man, he's still kicking alive and strong, man.
I actually texted him and then I said, Are you alive? Is this AI that we see? That type of. It's very funny.
Do you really say that to him?
Of course.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
You're an asshole.
But I love Bill. Can't believe he's still alive.
But he's really a legend, dude. He deserves to be in the WWE Hall of Fame one day, man. And hopefully they actually do that.
He's a member of like every Hall of Fame.
Oh, he pretty much is.
He's one of the very rare. If you guys don't know Bill, man, he's one of the rare fucking real journalists, like people that actually do the work and is loved and respected. And I don't know, I just don't get it. But anyway,
you can't think of Pro Wrestling Illustrated and not think of Bill Apter also, man. Just quietly, I just wanted to point that out.
If you grew up in the 70s, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s and stuff with the magazines, Bill.
His interviews in there were great. Put it that way.
good reading. Anywho,
indeed.
It says here, in the Backstage Pass podcast with Bill Apter, says Russell Votes. He said the crowd pop for Jacob Fatu, Braun Breaker stare down on Raw October 21st, that was last week, was bigger than any of the WWE officials had expected. I don't know why, which bodes well for both men moving forward. So your thoughts on that, man? I mean, so apparently these two guys got the attention, or this feud maybe got the attention. Do we see this?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, man, this is exactly what people want. People want to see meat in that ring, dude. They want to see two big behemoths
Matt
going at it,
Shaff is going
man.
to see some meat. I'll tell you that.
Oh, in his mouth too, no less.
Well,
But anyway,
hey.
well, it's what he said. That's
Oh.
what he said. I'm just repeating what he said.
I just work here.
Damn. But anyway, no, but it tells you they should point the finger at what type of wrestlers the people want to see, dude. And you know, the big guys, yeah, they're not as athletic as your flippy guys, but the big guys bring all that attention, man.
You do.
And that should tell you something.
They really, Jimmy, you said it right. They really do, man. Like when you come to wrestling, you want to see larger than life characters.
Absolutely.
Whether it be, but it doesn't have to be physical. I mean, a lot of these characters, you know, you look at a guy like Mark Briscoe. Like, God, I would pay to see that guy do anything.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know,
man, it's Mark Briscoe. Absolutely.
So, you know, anywho. And finally, let's see here. Oh, so I don't know if you guys realize this, but you know, Josh Alexander, the new faction, the North Armory, or whatever the hell they call, they missed Bound for Glory, and they missed Bound for Glory because their visas didn't come through.
What clowns? I mean, don't they sort this shit out before, like how, you know, long before a damn pay-per-view or whatever, you know what I mean? Come on, guys, get your shit together. I've noticed a lot of Canadians, for some reason, have been having visa issues coming into the States in wrestling lately. What's up with that?
Well, in the words of the great TV show / iconic cartoon, I guess you would say, South Park, blame Canada.
Oh. Yeah, well, yeah, blame Fab.
Blame Canada.
Blame them.
All right, Jimmy, you have any other news, Jimmy? Because I think we're pretty good, man. We can go run through Raw pretty quickly.
It's been pretty quiet this week, to be honest, dude. Even, you know, with me and the vet on that wreckage, we didn't really touch on much news, man.
No, I can't wait to listen. I haven't had a chance to listen to this. Let me see let me see if there's anything else here. Oh, by the way, we'll be reviewing tomorrow. What do you call it? Halloween Havoc with the vet on the NXT gimmick. That'll be the 3-count gimmick. It was a pretty decent show. Some things that I liked happened, some things I didn't like that happened. But really? Come and check that out. Yeah. And don't forget, after this show, head over to @OpinionHaver on twitch.tv, where he'll be playing a video game. Who knows?
Hopefully what he's still playing what do you call it? Damn it. I've just gone blank. The Quarry. I actually joined his feed a couple days ago because I played that game myself. Sorry. Great game.
The Quarry. What is The Quarry about?
The Quarry. It's got a former WCW champion, David Arquette, in it. It's got a few Hollywood people in it, but it's basically a kind of a horror game, but it's a throwback to the, you know, the early 2000s teenage sort of, like, I know what you did last summer type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, think of it like that. But it's pretty good.
Okay. I am getting some news here. I think some more information here on the whole independent development situation. Okay, cool. Let me see what it says. It says, following the launch of WWE ID, whatever the hell that is, Chief Content Officer Triple H addressed the first one-of-a-kind development program. It says WWE ID, short of WWE Independent. Independent Development, that's what it's called, WWE ID, was launched October 29th. It is designed, what is it? It is designed to provide up-and-coming independent wrestlers a pathway to potential careers in the WWE. It says, as per the WWE official announcement, the program will provide prominent independent wrestling schools with the WWE ID official designation, with the goal of providing new trainees and existing talent at these selected institutions with enhanced development opportunities. In other words, not just a hot dog and a handshake. Right. Also, it says also accredited under WWE's ID program, Booker T's Reality of Wrestling School.
Really?
Cody Rhodes' Nightmare Factory. Wow. Seth Rollins' Black and Brave Academy. Elite Pro Wrestling Training Center in Concord, New Hampshire. And it says Knox X Pro Academy in Los Angeles, California. And Triple H goes on to speak about this, so you guys can look it up. But so that's I've never seen. So they're going to be selecting some of these indies, right, and putting their stamp on them. And the vet says, in other words, we don't need to nickel and dime these poor kids for tryouts. Exactly.
And not just that, it's also to teach these guys, these promotions, the WWE way of doing things. I feel like so they're already ready when they step up to NXT.
That's true. That's true. So, hey, man. I mean, it's different. It's new. Let's appreciate Triple H while we still have him. We don't know if he'll be with us. I'm not talking about life. I'm talking about working for the company. You never know.
I saw that. I saw Ben got into the dirt sheets again this past week.
What do you say? What happened? What did I miss?
About you know how Ben's been saying for quite a while now, and yalla to the boss man himself, Ben Hamin. But he's convinced that Triple H is not going to hold his job, for too much longer, say. And, basically the dirt sheets, some of the dirt sheets are running with it, to my surprise.
Are they?
Again, so, yeah. No shit. I kid you not.
Well, I mean, I believe you. I don't know, man. I mean, has Triple H really done a great job? I think he's done a good job.
He's not saying because of that. He's alluding to the, getting rid of all the last remnants of the Vince McMahon sort of, leadership.
Yeah, Matt is telling me that Sportskeeda quoted him last week from the Friday Locker Room. So head over to channelattitude.com. Check out the Friday Locker Room, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, all the other great stuff here. And it says, and we got Charles the Hammer Evans. Good morning, fellas. God, I'm so inspired as an old man. Well, you ain't old, brother. You ain't old until you're underground. So,
man, about time the Hammer's back, man. Where have you been, bro?
He's been hammering things. He's been hammering shit, bro.
Yeah.
He does. He hammers things. But Jimmy, I don't think there's anything else to discuss, my friend. So I guess we can just jump into this week's Monday Night Raw, right? What do you think?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, it's fucking shit. What is going on here? So they excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. They changed like the way the settings are in StreamYard. They're like a couple of other things that are a little weird, but I got this lined up here. So let's jump in to Monday Night Raw, October 29th, 2024. All right, Jimmy, this is the go home show for Crown Jewel. I also have the match card here. We could talk about that right after we run through Raw. Again, not a long Raw, Jimmy. Not a lot of crazy shit that happened during this Raw. But it was your typical go-home show. And the headline show was who would Dominik Mysterio wrestle? What WWE champ is? So let's jump into Monday Night Raw, brother.
Well, we're coming live from Hershey, Pennsylvania, I believe. As a matter of fact, isn't that where Hershey chocolates are from?
It is. I mean, I love chocolate. Yeah.
I love chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Hershey's chocolate, mind you. But yeah. Anyway, we are coming from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and we see main event Jey Uso making his entrance, starting in the concourse as he usually does, heading down to the ring before getting on the mic. He says a lot has happened this week. He lost his Intercontinental Championship thanks to the Bloodline. He went to SmackDown to retaliate and cost them the tag titles. And there's only one Uso he wants to talk to right now, and he knows who he is. And, of course, enter Big Jim Uso. He says he came here to look Jey face to face, eye to eye, and thank him for what he did last Friday on SmackDown, because they need to be together to take down their little brother in Solo Sikoa and his Bloodline, because they're not the ones, because Jey says, they're the ones. The last time we saw Jim was half a year ago at WrestleMania, fighting each other, and a lot has happened since then. And I don't get them confused anymore. He became Intercontinental Champion by himself. That was all him, literally. None of those titles, but none of those titles being his twin brother. Jim goes in for a hug, but Jey cuts him off. He says they still have to fix some stuff, but this is the go around. And if they do this, there ain't nobody to do it with other than his brother, obviously. Jim tells him Roman Reigns will be on SmackDown and asks if Jey will come down on Friday to squash his beef. And Jey says he'll be there. Jimmy then asks if they're good, but before he gets an answer, he shoves Jey aside because the Gorillas of Destiny here to attack. And, the same old shit, the Usos hold their own, but Solo sends Jacob Fatu into the ring to overwhelm him. The Uso, and then after that, the Usos, pretty much go down by the numbers game. And then Jey gets a steel chair. The Samoan werewolf backs up ahead of steam. Jay pops up and throws a chair right in his face, which is pretty good. And then they send God packing and White for 2 out with a super kick party.
Mhm.
And then out comes Adam Pearce to, like, control shit.
Too late.
Yeah, that was the first segment. Well, I mean, what'd you think?
Well, I think that the segment went 25 minutes.
It pretty much did. Yeah.
So it's a 2-hour show. Again, with commercials, the entire show, I think, went for an hour and 27 minutes or 23
You
minutes.
were actually
So,
precise. You were
yeah,
right.
something like that. And I'll say about 23 or 24 minutes of this entire show was this whole fucking segment. Listen, again,
Yeah.
it's a go home show. So they're going to be setting up stuff for the pay-per-view. They're going to be setting up stuff for excuse me, upcoming Raw is coming or SmackDown, so on and so forth. And that's what they did. They set up. They said, "Hey guys, we're in this show. We're here this week, but we want you to come back to SmackDown because we're gonna have Jey Uso head over there coming from Raw and stuff." And I don't fucking know. Listen, what did you think of this promo? Did you think they did well with each other? Was it better than than Jey has done quite some? I think it was. I don't think it's good. It's better, I guess. I don't know.
To be honest, it felt like a repeat of SmackDown, dude.
A little bit.
Fair. I mean, it was kind of the same shit. I mean, I'm indifferent to it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but it was just, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, it just felt like a repeat from SmackDown, but we get it. This is, look, you want to be honest?
Yes,
it's a little
please.
lazy to get all these guys together again, dude. Honestly.
Why?
I feel like they're rushing it. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's too early and too soon to just have everybody suddenly forget everything that happened in the past and let bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? And in some ways, we're going even more backwards because as we see later on during the show, there's someone else, in particular that gets involved, but we'll get there when we do.
Jimmy, it does feel kind of rushed. And just a big shout out to our friend Brandon. Whoop, whoop. Let's go, Brandon.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the Impact Attack with the great Brandon. And of course,
yesterday.
It was today. Yesterday was Sunday. For me, for us.
Oh, well, they did a show. So
they did it yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
tuned in.
Oh, maybe I might want to put that up before I go to work. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
Now that you mention it, it actually was weird that they were on.
Well, after I get off here, then I'll just edit it real quick and throw it up on channelattitude.com. So if not, I'll have to do that tonight.
Well, it was about Bound for Glory, so there probably is another Impact Attack, to be fair. So,
well, let's find it, Brandon. That was last night. Okay, all right, very cool. So there will be no more Impact Attack, if I'm correct.
What?
Not tonight. No, not tonight. I don't think there'll be. Anyway,
I was gonna say, all right, yeah.
All right, but Brandon, give us a heads up, man. Is there going to be a show tonight, or that's it? It was a review yesterday. I'm sorry, I'm a little mixed up. Yesterday was Sunday. So, with that being said, the TNA review. Live here, right here on the YouTube channel. Check it out every single week, guys. Usually on Monday nights, if I'm correct, during Raw.
9:30 p.m., I believe, Eastern.
Yeah, they usually do it during Raw, but neither here nor there. So, Professor says something. What was it? That I missed it. Where's Professor? It says 4.5 years rushing. LOL. Yeah, you're right. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying with them getting back together, I think they could have stretched out, because not for nothing. When I've gotten into fights with my brothers, and there are times that we spent months not talking. I guess I don't know.
But you're right though. I mean, shit, it can even go over a year sometimes. You know what I mean? With family, it happens. You know what I mean? And yeah, Prof, I'm not talking about the storyline as a whole. Obviously, I'm just talking about this particular time of the story. I felt like they could have just gone their separate ways a little longer. And then eventually, gradually get back together. I feel like now they're rushing to get this team together for Survivor Series. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess so. But neither here nor there, guys. So it was a long ass promo, and I guess they're just setting up. And people are excited. It looks like in the chat for the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos. I mean, I don't think it can be a bad match between those two. But anyway, what else we got there, Jimmy?
Well, next we go, to the back where we see Adam Pearce is on the phone with Nick Aldis, telling him to keep his roster under control, and that they agreed for Jim and Jay, not the whole darn bloodline, so only them two apparently. Judgment Day roll up, and Pearce tells Dominik Mysterio that the former champion he'll be fighting tonight is none other than Damian Priest. Finn Balor warns him about Damian, and Dom whines that nobody believes in him, and he'll beat Damien all by himself, and they should all stay in the back. You know what? I believed in him when he said that too. I was actually rooting for Dom, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we're all rooting for Dominik Mysterio, are we?
Literally, absolutely. But yeah. So there's nothing really to say about that segment. It's just I'm just reporting on. I'm not even going to ask you what you thought because it's really irrelevant.
Mhm.
But next we got a Ludwig Kaiser versus Sheamus match.
Not a bad match.
Not a bad match. Actually, it's probably the best match of the evening, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
it was short and sweet. Right, yeah, it was. It was short and sweet, and Sheamus wins via the brogue kick.
I know Ludwig Kaiser isn't as thick as other guys, but he's a big guy. A little guy.
A big body though, man. I mean,
he does
stand like this sort of thing.
You know what he looks like? When I look at him, do you remember the movie Men in Black?
Of course.
Remember those aliens, the long ones that are always smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee that are like worms? That's what he kind of looks like a little bit to me. But listen, he's a good-looking guy. He's got tons of charisma. He's a good wrestler. I think once he throws on about 25, 30 pounds of muscle, yeah, man, he'll definitely. He's Billy Ray Valentine said on the Wednesday locker room that he found to be hey Bobo, what's going on, buddy? That he he finds him to be special. But what does Bobo says here? Bobo says it feels. Let me see. It feels like what is it? It feels like all Pierce Aldis arguing is going to lead to a match between the two. Hey, I would not hate that. I would fucking not hate that. Aldis versus that's pretty. All right, Jimmy.
That's an independent classic right there.
Survivor Series. Aldis leading a team versus Adam Pierce.
Oh my god!
Come on, brother.
It's too fucking Vince McMahon type of booking, though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Look. Lab Rat agrees. What's going on, Lab Rat? He says getting ready for Survivor Series. That's what's gonna happen. Team Aldis versus Team Scrap Iron.
Jesus.
Adam Pierce. No.
That will happen, but they won't wrestle. Aldis can still go. Pierce is just over the. I just think he's done. You know what I mean?
Bro, you gotta get.
He says it himself. He's a lot older now. I mean, he has been. He still looks great for his age. But Aldis is, if they would have a match, Aldis would be all over him, dude. Let's be real.
I would like it, but yeah, man, this match, Jimmy, it was a hard hitting match between the two boys, and Sheamus.
Absolutely.
Sheamus hits the knee and the brogue kick out of nowhere. He goes over here with a clean pin on Ludwig Kaiser. But again, man, I'm not looking at Sheamus. Sheamus has done his thing, Jimmy, for many years. He's a freaking legend in this business, multiple-time world heavyweight champion. But I'm looking at Ludwig Kaiser, man, and this kid has something. I can't pinpoint exactly what he can wrestle, but he's got it, man. He's also got a hot girlfriend. You know who his girlfriend is, right?
As Tiffy time, man. He's got Tiffy time all the time. Yeah, and there was a rumor. Did you hear about the rumor about what's his name? Marcel Bartel. Sorry.
Which one? Marcel Bartel. What the hell is that?
Oh, what's his freaking name now? Vinci, whatever the fuck.
Oh, Vinci. Yeah. Vinci. What happened? What happened to that guy? I just remembered.
Yeah, they done a vignette, and then that was it. He was talking Italian, and we never saw him again. But apparently, now again, don't quote me because I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what I've heard. That Vinci tried picking up Tiffy or some shit. He was flirting with her.
Oh,
and that's why I kid you not, I read that shit, bro.
I mean,
but funny enough, he hasn't been on television since. So I don't know. Who knows?
We're gonna have to get our investigative journalists on it. So, Frank Spiegelbauer, find out.
Yeah, find out. Well, Zane would know. See, you already corrected me. Vinci's Fabian Aichner. That's right. The other one, Kaiser is Marcel Bartel.
Yeah, Matt was saying. Yeah, Matt says they moved him to SmackDown, got squashed, and he was gone. Interesting. Okay. All right, Jimmy. What else we got here, buddy?
Well, we come back from commercial after that matchup, and we see a Rhea Ripley promo. But then we see the Usos running to Sami Zayn backstage, and he wants to talk with Jay alone. Jim gets in his face, but Jay backs him down, and Jimmy leaves. As Zayn asks what's up, if everything's really going to just be fine now. Jay says Solo is way worse, and Sammy says he doesn't have to pick the lesser of the two evils. He can just not get involved. Jay tells him he won't understand because he's not family, and Zayn doesn't have a retort for that because he's not family. And that was that. I mean, Was he a little harsh, or was he just being real? And I'm talking about Jay.
I mean, so let's talk in the context of this story that's being told here. All right, let's suspend all disbelief real quickly and make believe this is real.
Right.
Put yourself in Jay's situation. You know, Jay grew up with his brother. He loved his brother. They're twins. There's a special connection between them. So as much as I'm sure he loves Sami Zayn, like let's say me and I'll use Colin, all right, or Billy Ray, or one of these, or you, Jimmy. You're my friends. I genuinely care about you. I love you guys. But you know, if you're coming to me telling me, yo, don't trust my own brother, whether I know you're right or not, I'm still gonna be like, yo, but that's my brother, that's my family. And then, you know, emotions will kick in, and I could see Jay saying something like, you know, you're not family. And then at the same time, I could see like Jimmy or Colin or Billy Ray being hurt by the fact that I'm like, yo, you ain't nobody to me. You're not even. You're not part of this.
I would be hurt by that. No shit.
you would
Even
be.
though I'd understand, but it would hurt. You know what I mean?
I know, Jimmy. I know you. I know you would be hurt. But neither here nor there, bro. I mean, so that's what it is. Matt Schaffer says, ridiculous. We are bringing back Sammy. We're bringing back Sammy back around. Should be Zilla Fatu's spot or something. Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe that's why, Jimmy. Maybe that's why he's like, well, you're not family. Well, maybe they'll bring in some family.
Maybe, but I still think. Don't worry, Matt. We will have all the other Fatus and Anawahis, you know, come to the table. Obviously, that will happen. But again, if they're going to try to stretch this shit out, let them gradually sort of join in. For now, this is about the Usos and Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. It's about the OGs. This is the chapter we're at. It's about the OGs reforming again. It really even doesn't have anything to do with Solo and all that. They're just part of this little story. It's really got to do with the original OGs right now forming, you know, back together again. And then we'll get to the next chapter.
You did a show with Jeff Lippman this past weekend, right?
The Smack Attack and an AEW show, Outside Interference, the week before.
Were you guys filling in for the Sinister Minister?
I'm part of the show already, week in, week out with John.
You are?
Yeah, man. I have been for the last 2-3 years now. But anyway, but yeah, John was on assignment at I think a Comic-Con of sorts, and I brought Jeff in.
Professor's waiting for Rikishi and Haku to be in their boys' corner. So that's interesting. All right, so what else we got here? So so we're done with Jimmy and Jay. I think we had a Gunther promo next, right?
As a matter of fact, we do. About Gunther just talks about how Cody Rhodes is a secondary champion, and that's about it. You know what I mean? So
again, ladies and gentlemen, we will be breaking down the match card for this weekend's Crown Jewel 2024, the most inconsequential pay-per-view of the year, I believe, in my humble opinion. But we get
Blood
a
Money
match.
15.
What's that?
Blood Money 15, Ray.
What time is it? It's 1 p.m. Eastern our time. What time is it for you in Australia?
1:44 a.m. Eastern, my time.
You'll be up, right? You're a night owl.
Yeah, I'm a night owl. Yeah, I slept. Like I said, I slept before we did this show. So, you know.
Good.
I'll be up. Yeah, definitely.
Refresh. How's Dee doing? Where's she at?
She's sleeping, funny enough. Really? She's in bed. But, we've done the substitution, dude. She woke me up.
Throw something live on air. Throw something at her.
She's out cold. It probably won't even wake her up.
I dare you.
Oh, man, I've done it plenty of times.
No, leave her alone.
Actually, I'll do it. I'll
throw leave her alone.
Look.
No. Oh,
no, I didn't do nothing.
Bitch.
Did you hear that?
I did.
It didn't do anything.
You see, like, you just see a fist come out. Just.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man. She's fucking. I'm telling you now, she's throwing some fists. Dude, I've been into punch-ons, no shit on the streets, right? Or not. For example, I used to play indoor soccer. I got jumped by 5 guys.
Oh, I've been there.
Anyway, it's a long story. These years ago. But man, she was one of the first people to jump in, dude. No shit. Put it that way. So
I love. See, you gotta love D. D is
man.
Without Jimmy, there is no D, and vice versa. But speaking about women throwing punches, brother, we got Ivy Nile versus Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
In a one-on. I thought it was gonna be like a mixed tag team match, but it was not. A very quick match, Jimmy. Your thoughts?
Extremely quick. It was extremely quick. I mean, there's not much to say other than Ivy Nile absolutely destroys Zelina Vega.
Well, to be fair, To be fair, during this match, Zelina did have a shot to hit her finisher, but the boys from American Made got involved, so on and so forth. But
dude, what's up with America? The American what are they called again? The American what?
American Made.
Made. That's it.
Yeah.
What's with the chunkier brother? Right, acting
He's
weird,
awesome.
dude.
You know,
why is he such a weirdo now, though? I mean, what the fuck?
Well, first and foremost, if you follow this kid on social media, he's always been that way. He's a nut.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, he's hilarious. I like him. I think he's funny. He does all these food challenges. Not food challenges, like he tries out different foods and stuff, and he reviews stuff on social media. He's actually quite a character. And what he's doing is, I'll tell you what he's playing. He's playing the role of the quintessential 80s all-American asshole from most, like Karate Kid or something like that, those type of movies. That's the role that he's playing, of Revenge of the Nerds. I think he's doing a good job. I like the kid.
So
he is crazy. Jock? Yeah, he's a dumb jock. He's a dumb American jock, and that's why he's now he has the crazy laugh. I don't know if you hear
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I heard it before. Like after Raw finished with the Raw, they continue on hour number 3, and they still call it Raw. It's not Raw Talk. It's actually still Raw, and I've got some shit to report on about that. Especially with the
why
Miz,
don't you do it right
funny.
now? Talk about it right now.
Well, it's got to do with the Miz and the Wyatt family, obviously. So do you want me to say it right now?
Oh, you want to? We can wait until you get to we get to that spot.
I'll break it when we get to the Miz spot, and I'll explain what happened after the fact. I won't forget. No, because it stood out. It's actually quite good. It's pretty funny in a way. But yeah.
All right, so we get another 20-minute fucking talking segment with Seth Rollins. What happens here, Jimmy?
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, you're right. We see Seth Rollins making his entrance. He gets on the mic. He says Bronson Reed has awoken something in his soul and reminded him of what he was capable of, and he kind of likes it, apparently. Bronson then appears on the Tron and says he promised Adam Pearce he wouldn't start shit in the arena. He actually did. I remember that. But if Seth wants him right now, he's in the parking lot and he's ready to fight. Rollins then tells him not to move and takes one blue jacket off to reveal another. Fucking weirdo. Taking that off in turn to be stripped to the waist as he heads out to the parking lot. Pearce then interrupts him and reminds him that he already has the match, but Seth isn't listening and rushes to brawl with Reed. Security then intervenes and also gets tossed around as Rollins is thrown into a car and Bronson slams him into a road case. Seth then smashes him with the door to a production truck a few times before setting him up, and a blackout on the hood of a car.
That was good.
And then
that was a good spot.
That was good.
I thought it was the end of it, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't, because Seth then talks into the camera and says, "That's just a little taste," as Reed recovers and fights security off as Rollins hits a super kick and blasts him with the road case. Seth then climbs into the truck and Bronson throws a trash can at him as Reed joins him and throws him into the wall of the truck. And then he does a fireman's carry into a Death Valley driver out of the truck and through some tables, which was pretty impressive.
That's hot.
But to end it, Adam Pearce then directs traffic, ordering medical attention for Seth and for Bronson to be removed from the area as we go to another break. I just want to say one more thing. Funny enough, Bronson Reed ain't happy because his Jordans got scuffed thanks to Seth Rollins.
What?
Yeah, he said this on Twitter.
Is that literally what happened? Literally?
Yeah, literally. He's brand new Jordans. They look like Jordan 4s, actually, that he was wearing, and they were white, no less. Were scuffed. It looked pretty bad, dude. He goes, Seth Rollins, for fuck's sake. That's what he wrote.
So, let me tell you, I was totally out of it when Seth Rollins was talking.
No shit, so was I. I swear to God, dude. I was just staring blank.
I didn't pay attention.
It's just going on and on. And this. Yeah, dude, he drains it sometimes.
But the minute that Bronson Reed was on TV, he woke me up. I don't know, man. This guy, for me, he's getting over with me, Jimmy. I don't know. I know you're not a big fan of his, but I'm starting to like Bronson Reed over here, bro.
I like Bronson too, but the thing is, why should I get really, really invested in him now just to be disappointed, dude? I knew from day one when this all started, this was all for Rollins to freaking go over him.
He's a future Universal Champion.
Is he, though?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Is he a Bogan?
No, he's actually a Samoan. So he's not a Bogan. He's a big Samoan.
Who's a Bogan?
Aussie, dude.
What's a Bogan?
A bogan is like think of a full blown southern redneck hick, American
Ah,
redneck hick.
so like
That's what a
Colin's a
bogan
bogan.
is. Yeah, like Colin's definitely a bogan, bro. A gay one too.
Bogan. Colin, you bogan. What would you
No, we
call
love you,
somebody
Colin.
like a LA guy, like a West Coast guy, like Matt? What would you call him?
Matt?
Like a laid
He'd
back
just be he'd be known as like a stoner, you know what I mean? Like an Aussie stoner type of deal.
Stoner. I'll
Stoner.
take that.
Yeah, no, look, just like, just your normal, like, because look, like the West Coast type of guy for Australia would be someone from up north on the East Coast, but like in Queensland.
Okay.
Kind of like a surfer dude, you know what I mean?
Our boy Gru says Bronson Reed won't get over. He's too fat.
That's a good one.
Oh,
do you see what he did there, though?
Hey, speaking of our friend, and who am I talking about? Well, it's
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay. Gay!
Colin is here. Hi, Colin.
Hey.
Yeah, we're not talking about politics here, bro.
Damn, bro.
He says, "Say his name and he appears." You believe in Colin at the Glory Hole. All right, so back from commercial. What do we got? All right, so now we have all this stuff with the Miz and R-Truth going on here, bro. We don't have to read it out. I mean,
yeah, I'm not gonna read it out. Basically, Cross. I liked Cross in this segment. He's basically a bully.
Cross is awesome.
And honestly, this is his best promo, if you want to call it that, or backstage segment ever on the main roster I've seen him do so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Really.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he hit it at the park, dude. Like for what he did, and it just shows that he's good if he's fed actually good shit. But you know what I mean? So far, we'll see what happens. But anyway, he gives Miz an ultimatum basically by saying either get me fucking find out where what's his name, Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas lives, or you're fucked, basically. So he's forced to do.
He's like, you're with us, or he's either. It's cool because he's like, either you're with us and you face these guys, or you have to face us without those guys. So
either way, he's fucked.
Miz is so fucked. And then you got R-Truth backstage, and he's like, maybe are we going ahead of time when No. This is when he's talking about Awesome Truth.
Let's just say it all in this one section.
Yeah. So basically, long story short, listen, here's what's happening. You see, the Miz is basically like, look, I'm fucked up. He goes, I don't want to be part of this shit, but now he's too deep. He's in too deep. So he wants to get back with his homeboy, R-Truth. And R-Truth makes it look like for a second that he's going to forgive the Miz, and they start doing the whole fucking dance and shit. Yeah. And then R-Truth just lays him the fuck out. But if you guys weren't, harsh, what we weren't paying attention to was that when R-Truth walked by Pete Dunne, he called him Butch. So I'm looking for that next week. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, man, that was I like this. I like the Miz. This is a perfect role for Miz because he is that underhanded, sneaky, sniveling son of a bitch that wants to get over. He betrayed his best friend. He's getting his comeuppance, and now he's fucked.
Absolutely.
He's that
fucked,
guy.
Bro.
He's that guy that wants to get. You know who he is. He's the guy that wanted to get back at somebody that owed him money and paid the mob to do something or whatever. 100%. And now he's in too deep, and now he can't get out. And anyway.
Well, apparently, the vet ain't rooting for him, bro.
Ain't rooting for who? The Miz?
I'm assuming.
I don't know. who ain't you rooting for there? But yeah, man. Good segment between the two. Again, look out for Pete Dunne versus R-Truth probably sometime next week or the following week. And then we get this big mishmash for the number one contender. I think what is the Latino World Order versus New Day versus the War Raiders, and whoever wins this 6-man extravaganza, whatever the fuck, becomes the number one contender. They become number one contenders for the tag team championship. So what happened here, Jimmy?
Well, this was a pretty long match, in my opinion. Yeah, it kind of felt that way. Yeah. But I've predicted that the War Raiders will be the guys that win the tag bouts in the end. And guess what? The War Raiders do win via pinfall with a springboard heart attack on Kofi Kingston, becoming your number one contenders for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. But when I say number one contenders, they still got to go through another match, pretty much.
Yeah.
For that, so or do they?
No, this is it.
Is that it?
Yeah, they get the title
Okay,
shot.
because
Now.
they're promoting another match. That's why it's probably SmackDown though. So
No, brother, they
I,
get the title
I got
match,
confused there. But they'll win the tag belts, as a matter of fact, dude.
I think so. I think they'll put the belts on these guys. Well, who the Raw Tag Team Champions? It's Balor and this asshole, right? Balor and
What's
McDonough,
his name? Yeah, the big head,
JD,
McDonough. That's right. Yeah.
bobblehead boy. All right, so I guess I'm looking forward to seeing JD and this guy lose the belts because they suck as champions. They never wrestle.
Well, what are they doing, dude? They're doing nothing, really. Let's be real. You know what I mean?
Put the
They're
belt.
actually doing nothing.
Put the belts on the War Raiders. Have you know what? Have the War Raiders just beat people like easy for a long time until you get
but they
attacked.
should have. Right,
Yeah.
but they should have done this from the start. I know it was a different regime, but
Can you go back in
so
time?
many.
Jimmy? It is what it
Well,
is
that's
now.
Yeah, that's right. But are they fixable at this point?
They're fixing them now. They're gonna make them
But when I
chance.
say that, no, you're right, and they're doing a good job. But when I say fixable, are they going to be saved in terms of what the fans think of them?
What do you think of them? What do you
I'm
think
not
of
going
them?
to lie. They're kind of look. I'm fans of theirs. Like as I was a fan of theirs when they were War Machine, and I'm happy that they're War friggin' Raiders now. But I'll be honest, man, they feel like damaged goods at this point, dude.
That's how you feel. Maybe there are other people that don't look at it that way. Um, I get what you're saying, Jimmy. They already have kind of like a stain on them. They've changed the name 10 times. They're
10
pirates.
times.
They're pirates. They're fucking Vikings. They're what are they now? The bikers now. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Yeah, they're bikers.
Their gimmick changes every now and then. But
Oh shit.
hey, man,
Well-
look at it this way, Jimmy. Bronson Reed. I'll use Bronson Reed as an example. He was just a fat fuck, not getting over anywhere, not even on TV, and now he's one of the things people look forward to the most when they watch Raw. So anything is possible.
Yeah, but the thing with what's his name with Reed is that they never really tried to, like, they didn't change his name. They didn't put him in prominent spots to fail, if you know what I mean. He was just sort of lingering amongst nothing.
I know.
You know what I mean? So by them pushing him, it's like a new push per se for the today's fans of the main roster. That is.
All right, so we get a medical update. Seth Rollins informing us that he's complaining of his back pain and stuff, and we have the Miz yelling at Adam Pearce backstage because he ain't got no security, and basically carrying crosses, listening to the Miz complaining to management, and then finally we get Damian Priest who makes his way to the entrance, but prior to the match we have Jimmy and Jey Uso talking.
But I want to touch
shit.
on one thing you told me not to forget, right? You just brought up about the Miz and Cross, and we did talk about it just before.
Yeah,
But later on, after Raw finishes, I have to say this because it's relevant to this. Raw Talk, formerly known as Raw Talk, but really they're just calling it Raw now. They kind of do like a third hour on the network, right?
Right.
So there's no wrestling, but there's a lot of shit going on. So basically, you see the Miz walking towards he was outside in the parking lot, obviously leaving, but he's asking everybody about Bo Dallas, not Uncle Howdy, just Bo Dallas, about where he lives, where can he find his address, and blah blah blah. He's been calling referees, calling wrestlers. Then he runs into Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston just in the parking lot. They're arguing about what happened previously,
Right.
and then the Miz basically cuts them off, and they're like, what do you want? You know what I mean? And he's like, where's Bo Dallas? Give me his address, blah, blah. And they're just like, well, I don't know. We haven't seen him in years. So then he just walks off. So as you see Kofi and Xavier Woods continuously arguing about their bullshit, you look behind and there's a bus, right? A SummerSlam bus. You see that bus door open. You've seen the Miz sort of at the entrance. You see Uncle Howdy grab him by the neck.
No.
And he kidnaps him into the bus.
Awesome.
And then, while all this shit is happening, like, all you're seeing is Kofi and Xavier arguing, right? And you're hearing that. But in the background, all that shit's going on. And he just gets kidnapped, dude. And I don't know what's happened to him. But it should make it for a fun and interesting Raw next week.
So now
that storyline.
Great. So now I have to watch this shit now after Raw to make sure I know what the hell's going on.
I don't watch it intentionally, right? It's just because it starts right after, Raw finishes for me, right? And it's just there in the background. So I'm not really paying attention, but then that got my attention. And I'm like, oh, cool. There's actually something going on here. And I started laughing at the way he got kidnapped, which is kind of funny. But you know what was silly?
What?
You see Uncle Howdy in like sweatpants and shit.
Yeah, why not? Comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
And he's got his own party bus, pretty much, that he drives around in. Like, yeah, I mean, like it's kind of weird, but still.
He says
That was Loomis. That looked
Bob
like Howdy to me.
I think he's making a joke. I'm not sure.
I don't know, maybe he did see it. I don't know, but that looked like Uncle Howdy to me. But I saw the mask.
But he did kidnap the Miz before. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that, actually. That's true. I actually do remember that.
Anyway, so we find out that basically Dominik Mysterio is going to have to face former world champion Damian Priest in this match, and this wasn't a very long match, but shocker, Dominik Mysterio, he hits the schoolboy. He wins after all this fucking crazy interference during this match, and I guess Dominik gets a world title shot.
I don't know what happens here, but you know what else is weird, dude? Did it not feel like Priest was the heel in the end?
I mean, he did beat the living shit out of Dominik Mysterio, and
I feel like there was but you know what's even sadder? The crowd weren't even reacting, dude. Did you notice that? As Dom was getting his ass whooped, they weren't fucking reacting to it, man.
I don't know. It's weird with Dominik Mysterio because you want to hate the guy, but you love him. You love to hate him.
But everyone boos him out of the love for him, if you know what I mean, because they got that respect that, you know, they boo him. It's not going away heat. It's like, we like you heat, if that makes sense.
I'm going to ask you a crazy question. And by the way, again, this was a quick match, ladies and gentlemen. There's really nothing to get into here because the only important thing out of this is that Dominik Mysterio is going to get a championship shot for a world title.
Happy, man.
I'm going to ask you something, Jimmy, as we jump into Crown Jewel in a second. Is Dominik Mysterio the most popular wrestler in all of pro wrestling right now? I'm not just talking about WWE. Is he the man right now? And what do you think, chat?
I'm not going to say.
Put your answers in the chat. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Is Dominik Mysterio the most, whether he's hated or liked or whatever? Because at one point, Roddy Piper was probably one of the most hated, but
100%.
most popular. Is he the most popular professional wrestler in all of wrestling? What do you think, Jimmy? Let's see what the chat says.
I won't say he is the most popular. But he's up there. I'll say that because I think the bloodline, like Roman is on a different level. You've also got LA Knight too. The crowd absolutely adore him. But in saying that, Dominik Mysterio is definitely one of the most popular ones in terms of heat and the heat he gets and all sorts of shit like that. Absolutely. People all have a soft spot for him. I had a soft spot for him from day dot. Everyone laughed at me, dude. Can you believe that? I got laughed at. But guess who's laughing now? Huh? Yeah, no.
I'm laughing at you.
But the point is, man, he's absolutely up there and has absolutely earned that role, dude. And it's not because he's Ray's son. He's just entertaining. You know what I mean? He's a douchebag. He comes across as a dumb kid, but a funny one at that. And, he's got character, dude, and that's what matters most.
Could you imagine 4 years ago, when Dominik was tag teaming with his dad, that he would become this?
Nah, no way, dude.
Right?
But when I started thinking this kid's got something, when Brock Lesnar was just beating the shit out of him. Do you remember that?
I do.
That's when it all started with him, and when he started changing characters and all that. That's when I thought, okay, this kid's got something because he took a good beating, dude.
He did take a good beating.
Very good beating. He's not like Santino cold-blooded. Come on, that's Santino was corny as fuck, but you can get behind him because he was the underdog. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't call him Santino or Santina for that matter. He's kind of like, look, he's a throwback to Eddie Guerrero, but way more chicken shit.
I guess.
Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, of course it makes sense. All right, well, Jimmy, I think it's Monday Night Raw is over. What did you think of the show overall, really quickly?
Pretty standard, dude, to be honest. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it was all right. It was all about the bloodline, really, dude.
You think so?
And a bit of Judgment Day. That's about it.
All right, I guess, let me see. I think I'll play some of this music. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Don't do that. It's racist. Jimmy, it is Crown Jewel 2024, Jimmy. I want to, all right, finally, I was trying to stall while I got the matches up. Crown Jewel 2024, my friend. I have the matches here, so why don't we quickly break down who we think is going to go over and why. We do this pretty rapid pace, ladies and gentlemen. So we got Roman Reigns. No, let's start off with I don't know what to start off with. What do we start off with? All right, let's start off with Roman Reigns and the Usos. Jay and Jimmy Uso versus the new bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. Jimmy, who goes over and why? Do we see any new Tongans? Do we see any new Samoans? What do we see here, brother?
Well, yeah, I actually do. I do see someone interfering, and I don't think the Usos is actually going to win. I actually think Solo and was it Jacob? You said they're together are going to beat him because you can't just have everything be all smooth sailing suddenly with the original bloodline. Why? That doesn't make sense to me. You need some friction still going into Survivor Series where you think that the Solo bloodline is going to get it over them. You know what I mean? Like, these guys are just a mess. They're not clicking and blah, blah, blah. So for story purposes, I'd be very surprised if the Usos do get the win. And I do expect some sort of outside interference and just maybe someone making their debut. Which one? I have no idea, but something's going to happen.
I agree. I think we do see a new Samoan. Don't know which one it's going to be, but I think that you're right. Everything that you said is correct. I think that the new bloodline, Solo Sikoa's bloodline, has to win. They have to be a viable opponent to Roman Reigns when they do that Survivor Series match. So yes, I agree with you. I think the bloodline, the new bloodline, they win this tag team match. I think it's gonna be crazy. I think there's gonna be a lot of bodies flying, super kicks thrown, and absolutely maybe a debut of a new Samoan monster. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
To the Manu.
What?
Grass in the chat saying the return of Manu.
Ginobili?
Yeah.
That threw you for. We have a fatal four-way tag team match for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. We have Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, the tag team champions, versus We Are in Control Now. Damage Control versus Metaphor versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Jimmy, who goes over? Do the champs retain, or do we have new women's tag team champions?
Man, I'd love to see Chelsea Green get those tag team straps. You know what I mean? But I mean, I can't see Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair losing this. And I've gone against them and been right, by the way, just so you know. I've gone again. Everyone told me I was crazy, but again, I got it right. So, but I just don't see it this time.
Is it time? And I'm asking this for a reason. Is it time for these girls to finally split up? Bianca
not yet.
Not yet.
Wait till the end of the year. Like I'm saying December, even though we're close to the end of the year, but wait around then. Maybe late November. That's when you really see the cracks.
So Damage Control has been really hot. Metaphor, people don't know much about them, but Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson are in there. I'm going to go with the dark horse. I'm going to say that Chelsea Green and Piper Niven win. I don't know why. I kind of see them having that title and then having Jade and Bianca chase them for a little bit. I don't know.
These are three-way, right, for the tag bouts, correct?
Fatal four-way format.
Oh, four-way. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'll change it then.
No, you don't have to change. I mean, if this is what you feel, I'm just saying that.
No, because if it's a four-way, right, the thing is, I can see then Jade and Bianca losing. You know what I mean? Because there's too much going on.
Too much going on.
So, you know what?
And I feel like out of Jimmy, I just feel like out of all the championship, whatever championship matches that are going to be up for grabs, this is the one that could change hands.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know what? I'll change. Can I change?
Of course you could change. You can do whatever
I want to go with Chelsea Green.
You could change. We can all change.
I'll change. Piper Niven and Chelsea, they have to. Four-way, there's too much going on. They'll lose.
Well,
Can't
then,
get
no,
his belly now.
well, now we have a United States Championship in Saudi Arabia with LA Knight, the champion, defending versus Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. And like I said before, I don't think LA Knight drops the title here. So,
No, definitely
so it'll be a good match. It'll be a fun match, but I think LA Knight goes over you. What do you think?
No, I agree 100%.
Okay. This is an interesting match here. You got Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. And these guys are not going to be doing crazy flips and flops much, but I think this could be possibly one of the best matches of the night. We got two potentials here. That could be, three. We have actually we have a few matches that could be really good. LA Knight, Andrade, Carmelo could be really good. Of course, the Roman Reigns match could be good. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. I'm going to say Kevin Owens goes over just because you want to get heat on the baby. I mean, heat on your heel. So I'm gonna and they're trying to build Kevin Owens up as this psychopath monster that's beating people up. So I'm gonna say Kevin Owens goes over. What do you think, Jimmy? I don't know.
I agree. Owens does win. He has to win. Otherwise, if he loses, what was all the point of all this shit? He looks like an idiot. So yeah, I think Kevin Owens does win. I don't know how he wins. I don't know if some shenanigans happened. If the rumors are to be true and he's out of contract, even more reason why he's going to win, just so they can please him. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with Kevin Owens.
Okay, and they're billing this next match as an unsanctioned match. In other words, WWE has nothing to do with it. If anybody dies, it's not their fuck up.
Is it Saudi's fault then? Is that what happens? Don't they do public executions?
Probably. But, again, another match that could be the match of the night. Bronson Reed versus Seth freaking Rollins, Jimmy. I know you think that Seth Rollins has to go over here. That they're building up Bronson Reed to lose to Seth Rollins. Jimmy, I think Bronson Reed wins this match, dude.
I hope you're right. And see, don't fuck with my head now.
I'm telling you, brother.
Ray, you're fucking with my head because I want to believe literally in Bronson Reed.
Believe?
Well, actually, maybe it should be bro leave if you get what I mean. Bronson, yeah. But yeah, I don't see it. I hope so, but I don't see it. But knowing Triple H, he loves fucking with the fans in a way. He knows that we're gonna think it's gonna be one way, and he knows this. So that's why Bronson might get the win, and he does this. But yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with Seth.
Okay.
But I hope I'm wrong.
All right, so Jimmy's going with Seth. I'm going with Bronson Reed. Let's see what happens. And finally, we have two more matches. So now we have these matches that for those fucking $1 billion championship. I don't know. Liv Morgan, Morgan, the Raw Women's Champion versus Nia Jax, the SmackDown's champion. I think this is just a case of who's more over, and Liv is more over, and I think Liv wins.
You think so?
I think so.
Bullshit.
What do you think? You think Nia Jax is gonna win? Tell me why.
I would love to see Nia absolutely squash the shit out of her personally. And you know what? Since she's also the queen of the ring and she did win it also in Saudi Arabia, I wanted her to be the ruler of Saudi Arabia. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Nia, man.
All right.
Unless this sets up though, it sets up maybe Tiffy cashing in. Because there could be that also.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That would be interesting. Well, Bruce, what did Bruce say here? Bruce said it.
Tiffy will cash in, yeah.
He said it before you said it, so I think this may it'd be interesting. Kevin Motti thinks that Nia is going to win this match, and the king of 2K24 thinks Nia until Liv finds a way to cheat. But I'm interested to see if there is a cash in.
I think Nia Tiffy with a cash in.
But who does she cash in on?
It has to be Nia, man. I'd rather her do it to Liv though, personally.
Right.
But it's the story really is sort of concentrating on her really cashing in on Nia and not Tiffy and not Liv. Sorry,
that's fair. And then finally we get the main event, which is Gunther, the Raw World Heavyweight Champion, versus Cody Rhodes, the SmackDown Heavyweight Champion. So I have a problem with this match. Here's my problem.
I hate this match. Absolutely hate it.
Because I think if either guy loses it, it hurts both
does.
guys.
It hurts egos too.
Right, like not for nothing. Like you can't have Cody Rhodes lose this match to Gunther because Cody Rhodes.
And you can't have Gunther friggin' lose because they just fucks his whole aura.
Right. So what happens here? I have no fucking clue. I think Cody Rhodes is gonna win the match, but like if Gunther loses, then that title is legit. Like it's the secondary championship, and this is just so bad. This is not good. They shouldn't have done this, man. What do you think, Jimmy? I think Rhodes is going to go over, though.
Gross, though, says something interesting. Like,
what do you say?
I kind of agree with him, actually.
Where?
I think Gunther loses thanks to Goldberg interference.
Well, that's fucking interesting. That's true.
You know what I mean? I mean, it could all be smoke and mirrors that we saw, on the pay-per-view at Bad Blood because, it was in Atlanta, right?
I'm gonna tell you something. If that's the only way they can get out of this, like if Gunther gets hit with a spear in the jackhammer or a big spear, and then Cody doesn't know what the fuck is happening, gets the pin, I could see that. Okay, fine.
And he's angry about the win, though. Like he's not impressed about it.
Well, after the fact,
right?
That's fine. But then Cody Rhodes
says about in the bin after that, just like I don't deserve.
Oh no, you can't do that. He does. I can see Cody Rhodes in character because I don't think he's that great, but that nice of a guy. Who knows? Maybe he is, but he gives the belt to charity or some shit, to feed the children of Saudi Arabia. I don't know.
God. Jesus.
Hey, our friend Vet wants Cody to get beat flat.
Yeah, well, so would I, but that's not going to happen. But hey, KO might have something to do with this.
It's true. It could be a whole.
It's not Goldberg, it's KO.
Could be a whole fucking schmoz finish. But I started that too loud.
That was loud, bro.
I'm sorry, I had the gimmick all the way up. I apologize for anybody listening on their earbuds. That probably blew out their ears.
It blew out mine. That's for sure.
But yeah, man, that's it, man. So, Monday Night Raw is over. We got the pay-per-view this weekend, the PLE this weekend, and Crown Jewel at 1:00 Eastern Standard Time here in the United States, and 1 something in the morning in Australia, right? You said 1 o'clock in the morning.
It is now 2:18 a.m. Eastern Time, right here in Melbourne, Australia.
So then it's like 3 o'clock in the morning when this thing starts for you.
Yeah, now it used to be at 12 midnight, but because of daylight savings here, moving an hour forward, it's now at 1 a.m.
But we have a teaser here for the vet. He says, I'll explain beating Cody flat on the Next Level Wrestling review. So, Vet, please remind the vet to talk about that during the 3 count.
He won't forget. Don't worry. Trust me, he won't forget.
Yeah. But all right, Jimmy, I got to get out of here in a few. I got some stuff to do before I go to work. So, Jimmy, my friend, why don't you put over and pontificate your social media and anything you got going on?
Well, if you want to follow me on the Twitter, you can right there at DJ Massive X and also at the PWC Network. Like and subscribe right here at Hamin Media Group YouTube channel. We're edging closer and closer. We're getting like an extra one every day, it feels like.
Yeah.
But we're getting close to that 1,000 mark. Please get us to that 1,000 mark. Share it, like, subscribe, and tell everybody to come and catch us right here at Hamin Media Group's YouTube channel because they won't be disappointed. Also, please like and subscribe at channelattitude.com with $5. Not only do you get the best, but the realest talk in all of pro wrestling. And shout outs also to Vince Russo for promoting our Smack Attack show. So thank you, Vince. And check us out on Smack Attack this coming Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. I think Eastern because times change all the time. Very early. Mm-hmm. I know it's very early for the Smack Attack with myself and John. Obviously, this show right here with me and Big Ray for I Like It Raw, and every Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern, it is Direct with myself and the vet, and that's it for me, man.
Well, the Pro Wrestling Reflection this week, they're going to be doing one of their very, very cool what if shows, and it's going to be what if the Montreal screw job never happened and Bret Hart remained with the WWF at the time of WWE. So we're gonna look into that. Don't forget to tune in to the vet, our friend at Opinion Haver right now. As soon as we get off the air, guys and gals, or a few minutes or half an hour or so after we get off the air, the vet will be streaming on twitch.tv / the Opinion Haver, or at Opinion Haver. I'm all mixed up this morning. Yes, don't forget tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, an hour later than this show starts. Next Level Wrestling Review will be breaking down NXT and reviewing Halloween Havoc. And yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. So again, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Oh my God, Elizabeth just jumping in the very last fucking second. Elizabeth. Listen. I am sad.
Why?
15
sad.
years. 15 years, Jimmy.
Come on.
Jimmy, hold on. 15 years, Jimmy, I've been waiting for the New York Yankees to get to the World Series, and they're going to get fucking swept tonight. I don't want them to. I know you want me to believe, but it's very hard to believe,
dude. You gotta have faith, man. Come on, man. Watch, they're going to win. You see. And if they do, are you going to be a little happier?
Maybe.
Are you going to have an orgy in Matt's mouth this coming weekend?
All right. We're done. Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Yeet. We'll see you next week here for I Like It Raw, your Hamin Media Group Monday Night Raw review show. Say bye, Jimmy.
Bye. Thank you. Peace.
We love you.
We love you. Happy Halloween, Liz. And everybody, of course.
This is the Hustler Rogers. Yeah, it's fucking me. Yeah, and listen to the fucking Hamin Media Group. That's Ben Hamin Media Group from Rip Rogers. Go get him and go fuck yourself.
And fuck you, Dodgers.